welcome to the Sock Bunny Knit and Fit video podcast. My name is Kimberly, also known as Sock Bunny, and today is Sunday, January 4th, 2015. Happy New Year. I am recording in sunny Florida in the United States of America. It is currently about 80 degrees here, and if you're in other countries other than the United States, it's about 26 or 27 degrees Celsius. So it is very warm. This is one of the warmest winters I ever remember having, but I am not complaining because I like warm weather. This is the first episode that I am doing that is not going to be uploaded to iTunes or to Blip. I have decided to only upload to YouTube. And thank you to anybody who contacted me and told me how I could upload to iTunes for free and all this kind of stuff. I just don't even want to mess with it, to worry about that. You can watch YouTube pretty much everywhere. You can watch it on Chromecast, you can watch it on Roku, you can watch it on Fire TV, you can watch it on Apple TV, you can watch it on your computer, you can watch it on your tablet, you can watch it on your phone. There's nowhere that you can't watch YouTube. You can watch it on your mailbox in your yard. I'm just kidding. But you can watch YouTube pretty much everywhere these days. So I've made the executive decision, instead of uploading to 3 separate places, I'm going to upload to one. It's going to be YouTube. You can still watch it on the blog. And if that inconveniences anybody, I'm really sorry. But I just can't keep uploading it to 3 places. I know first world problems, but this is going to save me at least 2 hours every time I record if I upload to only one place. So actually more than that probably. So from now on, YouTube only, and I am happy with my decision. So I hope you are. Let's see. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about finished objects, works in progress, charity, upcoming events, fitness, stash enhancement, tips and tricks, what I'm watching and reading, and favorite things. And I'm having a really bad allergy day. I would not even be recording today, except we received all the socks for the charity sock drive I was doing. I want to mail them tomorrow, so I have to record today. And I've put it off as long as I can. It's 4:20 in the afternoon. The sun is starting to go down. I'm actually going to turn this lamp on over here, see if it helps any. And I have to record today. So, let's get right into it. I'm going to mix things up a little bit and show you the charity socks first. If you're a new viewer, my daughter is a Catholic missionary. She lives in Chicago, Illinois. It is really cold there. She lives in a community with there are 17 women total, including her. And I'm knitting, I did a bed sock drive for them. And so we had awesome people send some awesome socks. I want to show them to you. And a couple of people also sent some extra stuff to send up there, and I'll show you that when I get done with this. So I actually have this all in a laundry basket because there's so many. If you sent a card or a note to them, I am including that. And what I did is I put I stitched on a little tag that has who it's to, who it's from, and your location and your Ravelry ID. There you go. Allergy brain. So I wanted to show them all to you. I'll go through them really quickly because I know, this is going to take quite a while. There's 17 pairs of socks. So I'm just going to flash them really quickly and tell you who they're to and from. So this is to, I don't even know how to pronounce her name, Dare, don't know, sorry. From Judy J. Banducci in Eagle, Idaho. These are really pretty. Love the rainbow. It's amazing. A lot of you did stripes, which I love. A lot of people loved knit with self-striping yarn. Here's another striped pair. This is to Melody from Cindy. I can at Nana 2 in Indiana. And what I'm going to do is individually wrap each of these so that they have something to open. They're going to the post office tomorrow. Epiphany is when I originally had wanted them to have them, but that's okay that they're not getting them on Epiphany because I think their day when they do stuff together as a community is either Wednesday or Thursday, so they can open them as a group on whichever one of those days works for them. So this pair is to Patricia from Angie, Sun Daisy 920 in Texas. And this is a great pattern for self-striping yarn. So if you want to know which patterns these people used, you can look at their Ravelry pages if you want to. I'm sure other people update theirs. I don't update mine. So don't look at mine if you want to know what's going on. This is to Nicole from Katie, who is KHG Knits in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And that's another great pattern for variegated yarn. Slip stitches there, you can tell. And this is to my daughter Sarah from Hind. I think that's how you say your name. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Mama Must Knit in Orange, California. And I can tell you, because I know Sarah, she's my daughter, she's going to love these. These are definitely right up her alley. She loves these kinds of colors. She wears a lot of blue. So I know she is going to love these. So thank you. Thank you. These are to Shannon from Debbie Deb Knits 2 in Manchester, Connecticut. And she did these fraternal twins, which are adorable. So I am going to wrap these individually and put bows on them and all kinds of stuff. And and also if you included like any kind of washing instructions or whatever, I stuck them down into the sock. So like this one has something inside. This is to Lauren from Darlene, who is Divine in Lincoln, California. Another sort of stripy pair here. This is to Mary from Donna Knit 1 Spit 2 in Tiverton, Rhode Island. Another stripy pair. I'm loving them. This is to Mariel, I think that's how you say it, M-A-R-I-A-L, from Helen, who is Orange Maid, and she's in Scotland. These came all the way from Scotland. And also, I could show them to you, right? Oh my gosh, I could see them. These are all the way from Scotland, which is very cool. Her name is Orange Maid, and on Instagram she's Sprite something, Sprite966, I think. Anyway, she also made a cute little matching pair with the leftovers. This is genius. She made a little hand warmers out of the leftovers. So I think that is really smart. There's a thumb hole there, in case you're wondering. So that is a great idea. So thank you, Helen, for that. We have to Eleanor from Lynn, who is Sock Mom 529 in Pennsylvania. She did these lovely, lovely. Some of these I showed last week, but I'm showing them again because they deserve it. And then we have to Sarah, which is spelled S-A-I-R-A, from Suzette Maddie Graham in Dallas, Oregon. And also some of you sent cards, and I will forward those cards on to the ladies who you sent them to. This is a pair I knit for Monica from Kimberly Sock Bunny in Tampa, Florida. And I did this beautiful yarn by Dancing Dog Dye Works in the slow-mo colorway. Not my colorways, but not my colors, but I like how they turned out. And I think she's going to like them. I hope so. Either way, it'll be dark. She'll be sleeping. Her feet will be warm. That's all that really matters. And then we have Heidi, to Heidi from Angela, Beagle Mom Knitter in Chester, Virginia. And Heidi is very sweet. I've known her for 5 years. She worked at the high school and the college that Sarah went to. And this pair is to Megan from Sarah Hepworth in Bradford, West Yorkshire, United Kingdom. And she put a little bow on there, so I left that on there. And they're very pretty. And then we have to Sonia from Susan 93940 in Monterey, California. Another stripy pair. I guess I could put these back in here. To Sam from Amy. Her online name is Shmamy. Amy Shmamy. Reminds me of on Sheldon. What did they call Sheldon and Amy Shmamy? Did they call them Shmamy? Is that where you got it from? Okay, and then last but not least, this pair is to Isabel from Lisa, Bell's Nana in Oklahoma. I really like this yarn. It's like a heathered yarn. Very, very pretty. It's actually more red than what you're seeing there. So that is it for the socks. Let me put these all back in here really quickly. So these will be going out tomorrow morning to the post office. And also, a couple of people sent some other things. Cindy, who is I Can at Nana2, she sent these two headbands, ear warmers, really, that she There we go. That I'm sure the ladies up there who are runners are going to nab. Yeah, not my look, right? But Cindy made these, she said, on her knitting machine, which is really cool. So there's one. And another one. So that's very, very cool. I'm assuming it's a programmable one that does all the stitches for you. That's pretty cool. So thank you for doing that, Cindy. Oh, hi, Pumpkin. Are you going to come over here? He's like, no, crazy lady. And then also, I just want to make sure I'm saying the right name because I'm terrible. Angie, who is Sun Daisy 920, did send some washcloths. Oh, and she also sent Pumpkin a catnip toy, actually 2 catnip toys, and he loves them. He is not really fond of catnip, but I think he smells your cats on them because I had laid them and the socks that you sent, Angie, I laid them on the bed, and he was rubbing his face on both of them, so I think he smells your cats. But anyway, Angie sent these washcloths for me to send up to them. So thank you very much for doing that. I know they will appreciate it. Well, and she also sent some other little items. And to everybody who sent me something for Christmas, hi baby, are you going to come up here? Come here. Want to come up here? He's still thinking about it. Do you smell those socks? Do you smell the socks? He's sniffing. Are you going to come up here? Yes? No? Maybe? All my stuff's in his way, so he might not. Let me move my stuff out of his way and see if he'll come up here. You want to come up here? Oh, yeah. You ready? You ready to come up here? Come here, let me move this out of your way. Yes, the podcast has to stop for the animal. Isn't that the way we podcasters are? Come on, baby. Come on. He might. Okay, so what I was saying is everybody who sent me something, whether it be a card or a note or even just messaged me on Instagram or whatever, sent me goodies for Christmas, I really, really appreciate it. You know this has been a rough year for me, and this was a very good Christmas. I had a good time. Do you smell the other catnip toy in there? Is that what you're smelling? I think he's smelling the other catnip toy. Do you want it? Do you want it? Hold on. Let me give it to him. Here. This is what she knit for him. I had given him one. Pumpkin. Do you want? Do you want? Do you want it? He's sniffing it like crazy. Here, you can have it. Go play with it. Or not. Anyway. Thank you everybody who sent me stuff for Christmas. That was very nice. I'm not going to show it on here because it would take me forever. It would double the length of the episode, but I really, really appreciate it. I don't want you to ever think that I don't appreciate any thoughts that you send my way or prayers or gifts or whatever, and I appreciate it. I am wearing one of the gifts. Oh, he's playing with it. I am wearing one of the gifts that I got. I am wearing a Star Trek shirt that was sent to me by the lovely Sarah Hepworth, and it has the original cast of Star Trek from the 60s with Captain Kirk, my favorite, William Shatner, and I messaged Sarah and I told her that she could probably hear me squealing all the way in England when I opened this, and I sat there for like 5 minutes going, so thank you, I love it. I wore it on Christmas, and I love it. I wore my Star Trek socks on Christmas too, so gotta stay in the Christmas spirit. It was actually such a nice day that we actually ate Christmas dinner sitting outside because it was so nice. Okay, so now let's talk about our finished objects and works in progress. So I have a finished object. You saw I finished Monica's socks. I also finished my Kaizo socks. I started these in Sockstravaganza summer of 2013. So I finally finished the second sock. And these are out of my very own colorway called Whoa, That's Pretty on MCN Merino Cashmere Nylon. And I love these socks. I'm going to save these and give them to myself for Advent for 2015. My gosh, seriously, my brain. Advent 2015. I have plenty of socks, don't worry. So, and then I let Rachel talk me into this. I don't like knitting this type of yarn. This is, I think it's called boucle yarn. It's yarn that is one thread wrapped around another. It's really pretty. It's she found it at Michael's and she bought it with her own money. Isaac Mizrahi Craft. And Rachel's my 20-year-old daughter. So she wants me to knit her an infinity cowl, and she said it was more important that it was wide than long. So I'm about done with, she bought 3 balls. Three balls. So I'm almost done with the first ball, as you can see. There's not very much left. But, so I'm knitting, I think I cast on like 30 or 33 stitches, something like that. I'm knitting these on gigantic size 15 needles. These are Deborah Norville needles, and I actually really like them. I never have really used needles this large, but one day I was at Joann's, I think it was, and they had them on clearance, like for $3 or something, and I was like, well, I'd be crazy not to get them, because these are actually really nice. They are definitely as good quality as Knit Picks Harmonies, I would say. Maybe even better. So, hey Pumpkin, you coming up here? No? He's playing with his toy still. So this I'm just going to knit until we run out of yarn, and then I will do a Kitchener. No, I can't Kitchener it because I bound this off. Well, I just did a regular bind on. Anyway, I'll stitch it together. It'll be one big long scarf, and she may not get to wear it this year. One, because it might not be done, and second, because it is still super warm here. But the yarn it feels nice. I just don't like knitting with this one because I have to watch while I knit. And I can knit without looking a lot of times now, especially if it's just straight knitting. So I have to babysit this. And I can't, it slows me down because I'm worried about splitting the yarn or splitting between the 2 threads. So it's pretty. So 3 balls, we're almost a third of the way done. And it's just very relaxing, brainless project. Another brainless project we have on needles is Hitchhiker. And I'm just going to knit until I run out of sock yarn. This is Barocco Socks. It's a sparkly sock yarn. And this is the Hitchhiker pattern. It starts off with just a few stitches. It gets longer and longer, and it's got these teeth. And you just basically knit until you run out of yarn. Or if you want to be really crazy, strict with it, you're supposed to get 42 points because it's the Hitchhiker, based on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, which I haven't read that, but Rachel has it, and I should borrow it and read it. Maybe when I finish the book that I have on the needles, on the Kindle right now, I will borrow that and read it. So there it is. I like it, and I don't know when I'll get to wear it. It is super warm. I had actually brought in my Kirk Spock Hitchhiker, and I was going to wear it on the podcast because it goes with the shirt, you know, but it's just too warm. I can't. So that did not get worn. It gets to sit here. Next brainless project, I am doing like I did last year, and a lot of people are picking up on this on Instagram. A lot of people are doing it where you put 12 balls of sock yarn in brown bags, and then you each month draw a random bag and knit whatever yarn is in there. So this month I had Rachel draw the bag for me, and it is this purple sparkly semi-solid that I dyed myself on my sparkly base, and I am doing a vanilla sock. Most of the knitting on these socks has been walking back and forth in front of the TV, because if you've been watching for a while, you know that I try to do 10,000 steps every day, and days that I don't get to my goal, in the evenings I walk in front of the TV and get whatever steps I have left, so I can knit on a vanilla sock or a dishcloth or whatever. I was able to do the Hitchhiker, but it's getting a little bit big and a little bit heavy, so I don't generally work on it when I'm walking. I've switched to doing vanilla socks. So the yarn's a little bit more reddish purple than what you're seeing there. So that is my January Mystery Sock Club yarn. And last but not least that I worked on, well, I did work on my sock yarn blanket a little bit, but not that much. And I was trying to do a square every morning, but I just didn't have the time. So I think what I'm going to do is put it next to the bed and try to do a square every night before I go to sleep and see if I make more progress that way. The last thing that I have that I will show you is I'm making a sweater for my older daughter, Sarah. She is a Catholic missionary living in Chicago, and she requested, this is actually her college graduation gift, which she graduated in May. But she knows I don't like knitting deadlines, so this is the Chocolate Stout sweater. It's like a grandpa type cardigan. It's got pockets. It's my first time doing pockets. It's got ribbing at the bottom. The reason it's making slow progress is because the pattern there are no rest rows. You have to pay attention on the back side and the front side, so that's slowing me down because I don't always have the brain cells for it. Or the time to devote to it. So the last time you saw it, I was where the green marker is, and the orange marker is where I split for doing the sleeves. So you can see I've got the armhole decreases here, and this is the front part of the front half. One side, here's the front, the other side on waist yarn. This is Knit Picks Wool the Andes. I did knit her a sweater out of this yarn before. If you remember, a couple years ago, I knit her a gray sweater that was sort of like a college-looking sweater, which she loves. And she loves this yarn. So I really need to, now that the holidays are over, I need to make this a priority because, you know, it's really cold up there. Unlike here, they're evidently going to have some sort of polar vortex thing come through in the next few days. So, hey, Pumpkin. He's up in the window. Hey. Hi. You want to come over here? No? All right. So that is what I have been knitting over the last few weeks. Let's see what else we have going on here. Upcoming events. The Sock Money Retreat is the first weekend in February, February 5th through the 7th. The deadline to sign up and pay is Thursday, January 15th. I'm limiting it to 20 people. Right now, I think we have around 12. So if you're interested in attending, you absolutely have to pay by January 15th. And we are going to have goodie bags. We're going to have door prizes. It's going to be nice and relaxing. It's very warm here. If it's snowing where you are, you might want to think about coming down here. Also, it is going to be my 49th birthday that weekend. So it should be really, really fun, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. If you have been not coming or not thinking about coming because you didn't want to rent a car, I had said that I wasn't going to be able to pick people up from the airport this year, but I am going to go ahead and do that because, again, we haven't had a whole lot of people sign up. If we had 20 people coming, I can't pick that many people up from the airport, but right now I have a handful of people I've already told that I will pick up at the airport. So if you want to ride from the airport to and from the airport, the retreat center is like 15, 20 minutes max. So I can give you a ride if that's what's holding you back. Definitely, I can do that. So please come down to Florida. It will be fun, and I will bring the yarn. I have like a bin that I keep the yarn from my sock yarn blanket in. So if you're working on one or you're thinking about starting one and you want to take some of my yarn, you could definitely do that. And if you have some that you want other people to be able to share from, you can go ahead and bring yours too. If you want to. You don't have to. I'm just going to do that if anybody wants to take any scraps to use for sock yarn blankets or mini socks or hexie puffs or whatever else they want to use scrap yarn for. Another upcoming event, if you'll remember, in 2013 we had Sockstravaganza. I am going to do Sockstravaganza again this summer. So we're going to do it June, July, and August of 2015. We're going to do Sockstravaganza. Last time we had like eight or nine categories that you could put your socks into, and you could put them in as many categories as they fit. Like, for example, I had a self-striping category and a lace category. So if you did self-striping lace socks, you could put them in both categories. The socks have to be, the pair has to be 50% or less done as of June 1st to count. So on June 1st, if you haven't started the second sock, you can enter those socks into Sockstravaganza. So I I will put the threads up in May so that everybody can start looking and planning and all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to put that out there that we'll be doing sock extravaganza again this summer, because it's a really good time to do it, because a lot of people don't knit sweaters and stuff during the summer. Fitness, the fitness along. We have a fitness along every month in the Sock Bunny group. Any day you work out at least 30 consecutive minutes, or if you wear a pedometer and it says you got 10,000 steps, you get 1 entry per person per day, and the winner gets to choose up to a $10 giftable pattern on Ravelry. In December, we had 165 entries. The winner was number 116, who was Cordelia Saltzman, I think is how you say it. And that is Cordelia. So Cordelia, let me know which pattern or patterns you would like to add up to $10. Just message me on Ravelry and I'll send those over to you. They have to be giftable. And congratulations. Keep entering, though, because you can win as many times as you want. There are people who have won 2 and 3 times. So keep on going. Let's see. Oh, more for stash enhancement. I did get, like I said, several things for Christmas. Again, thank you guys very, very much. I did want to show something that I got, though, because you'll be seeing it in future episodes. On Instagram, there's a lady named Susie Q Knits, and she was just randomly giving away stuff, destashing on Instagram. And I try not to, like, put my name in on those kinds of things. I have so much stuff. But this is a book that I've wanted for over 5 years. Mason-Dixon Knitting. So she sent it to me for free, which was super nice of her. And there are several things in here. I've actually borrowed this book from my friends several times. One of the things that I knit, I actually made these. Let me see if I can find them. I made them, oh, of course, now I'm not going to be able to find them. I made them for Sam and Rachel when they were going to school up in Rhode Island. Let me try to find them. I should have marked the pages, of course. Like I said, there are several projects in here that I like. And, of course, I should have marked the pages. I'll find it. Maybe. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? What is it called? Let's see if this is it. Anyway, wow, that's really exciting to look at the top of her head for a couple of minutes. There is the modern log cabin blanket. That is one of the things that oops, there we go. That's one of the things that I want to make from here. I've wanted to make this for a really long time, and that is definitely on my knitting bucket list. Let me find the other thing really quick. They do have a mitered square blanket in here also. Everybody in the world probably owns this book but me. I just never have gotten around to buying it. So I am very happy to have it. If I don't find this in a second, I'll just go ahead and move on with my life. Oh, here we go. So I made these for Sam and Rachel when they were up at school to use in the showers. It's a dishcloth that you can put a ribbon through the eyelets here and put a bar of soap inside, and then it hangs in the shower. So I had made those for the girls, and I had borrowed this book for that. So I really, really like this book, and I've wanted it, like I said, for a long time. So she was giving it away, and I jumped on it. And she also sent this really cute knitting project bag. So it's got giraffes on it. And then you can put your ball inside here and then put the yarn through so that the project's on the outside, the ball is on the inside, and it keeps your yarn from getting dirty or tangled or whatever. And then she also sent this very beautiful Lucy colorway sturdy sock of diabolical sock yarn. Well, not sock yarn. I guess this is, what weight is it? Well, maybe it, oh yeah, it says sturdy sock. Duh. Yeah, sock yarn. It's a heavier weight sock yarn though, it looks like. So you will see that on future episodes too. Actually, I might give this away as a door prize at Sock Bunny Retreat. Never know. So that is stash enhancement. Joe gave me a knitting magazine. I'll show that on a future episode. That's the first knitting thing he's given me in like 5 years. So that is a miracle right there. tips and tricks. This is a tip and trick that not everybody's going to get to use, but because not everybody has plastic bags where they live. Some places it's been outlawed, I know. But we have a plethora of plastic bags here, and we use them at my house for taking lunches to work and school. We use them for garbage bags in the bathrooms, stuff like that. And so I saw this idea on Pinterest, and I actually do this, so I figured I would share this tip with you. I store my plastic bags in a soda box. This is like a 12-pack, and of course it's Coke. Duh. I love you so much, Coke. Anyway, so you can, either use this portion of the box to pull the plastic bags out, or this portion, and you can fit a lot of plastic bags in one of these. If you really jam it in here, you can fit a lot in there. So that is my tip or trick, and we are going to actually put this under the bathroom sink because, like I said, we use these for our garbage cans in the bathrooms. So it can fit in all kinds of unusual places. You can put this like on top of the fridge or on top of the dryer or some sort of thing like that. Hang it on the wall. It's decorative too. Okay, so that's my tip or trick of the week. What I am watching and reading, I'm still obsessed with watching Sims Let's Plays. As I had mentioned before, Tina from Tina Loves Sims is her YouTube channel. She's from the Blooming Knitter podcast. She's been doing Let's Plays. I've started Let's Plays, so if you're interested in The Sims 3 or The Sims 4 on YouTube, my channel is Sock Bunny Sims. And it's just a hobby. I'm not like trying to be a famous YouTuber or anything like that. I think most of my episodes have less than 15 views. I don't really care. Even if Tina and I are the only two that watch, I know Tina watches them, even if we're the only two, but I know some of you have been watching because you've told me, so I do appreciate that, and it's just really fun. I play anyway, so recording it, and then I just process them like while I'm sleeping and then upload them the next morning, so it's not really that much of a hassle. So it's been pretty fun, and I'm enjoying it. It makes the game more fun because I'm like paying more attention than if I'm just playing by myself and knitting at the same time and watching TV at the same time. And so I'm really enjoying it. I'm also still watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I think I might have started season 3. I really haven't been watching a whole lot of TV. We've had visitors and family in town for almost 3 weeks during December, so I didn't really get to watch as much TV and YouTube and all that kind of stuff as I normally would. So, favorite things. This is a past favorite thing coming back. One of my favorite things, I know you've seen this before, is my Coca-Cola Tervis. A Tervis is a tumbler that's the best tumbler in the entire world. This one says, I know it's hard to tell, but it says, let me see if I can get the handle to come off. The handles are sold separately. So here's the handle. This one says, I had a Coke in Atlanta. I got it at the Coke Museum in Atlanta, Georgia. I almost said Atlanta, Florida. But for Christmas, Rachel's boyfriend gave me, and it's for me and my stuffed bunny John John. He was going to be on the podcast today, but Rachel's taking a nap and he's sleeping with her. My stuffed bunny John John, that is. He gave us Rachel's boyfriend Thomas and his family gave this to me and John John. It's a Denver Broncos Tervis. So I drink my coffee out of this every morning. I don't even watch football, but this is John John's favorite football team. He watches football. I don't. So there we go. I like the colors. I do like orange a lot. So this makes me very happy. This is my coffee in the morning Tervis, and this is my drink water the rest of the day Tervis. And I take this everywhere with me. So that is my favorite thing. Out of all the things I got for Christmas, believe it or not, this is my favorite. And what else do we have going on here? I think that might be it. So after we had the rehearsal version, this is the actual version that will get uploaded. We're at 35 minutes. So don't forget that we do have a prayer request thread in the Sock Bunny group if you want to go put your prayer requests in there. And also don't forget to enter your fitness into the fitness threads. And again, everybody who knit socks for charity, or who even wanted to, because I know there were people who wanted to, but we ran out of names. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who gifted me anything, or even just sent me a note or wrote to me. I'm really behind on my Ravelry messages. Again, I need to catch up on that. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a happy new year, and keep on crafting. Bye.